Hello and welcome to Prayers and Soaps. I'm Eric, joined by,
Angel.
Derek.
and we're bringing you some more One Life to Live, February 13th to the 20th, 1986. Tommy, roll the credits and we'll chat about it. All right. So, did anybody deep dive about anything first?
I did.
Ooh.
Ivan
Okay.
Kipling.
I did too, but go on.
Yeah.
I'll let you talk.
Okay. So apparently he was involved with Cassie and her husband Rob over the summer,
Mm.
and and Cassie developed a friendship with him, and he is um, accused of killing Laura, which we know, but he gave Cassie evidence or like his research or whatever that to prove his innocence or whatever, and she is actively trying to prove that Ivan is not guilty, and that upsets her husband Rob because Rob is Laurel's son.
Mm.
Right. Um, I do have, so I have that Ivan apparently, well, his name is Jack Betts in real life. He was an original cast member of General Hospital.
Hmm.
Ooh.
Um, he joined One Life to Live from 79 to 82 and 85, so we don't see him again. So he just disappeared. He just left town and was gone.
Yeah, he's in
So I guess
hiding.
he got a, yeah, so I guess he got away with it, whatever all his crimes that he did.
Hmm.
He was in The Doctors, Edge of Night, Young and the Restless, Sisters, Loving, Generations, Guiding Light, Falcon Crest, Another World, Search for Tomorrow, and All My Children.
Wow, that's a list.
He's got quite a
And
resume
he
there.
current his most recent thing was 2019.
Okay.
So he gets around and he's still kicking. I do also have apparently he survived being eaten by a crocodile.
In real life,
No, in the show.
on the show.
Oh, one life to live. Oh my gosh.
I guess that's how he left in 1982 because it says that he returned in 1985 with bionic
Uh-huh.
fingers.
Interesting.
And that
Huh.
he was fixated on Larry, Karen, and Cassie.
Right.
That was the stuff I got. And I also did a deep dive a little, but not deep, but Google,
Mhm.
I looked up Tracy because I wanted to know her connection with Larry.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently he didn't like save her or anything. She just got a crush on him and was just gonna do anything it took to get him.
Was
Wow.
he like do consulting work at the hospital where she was working at Mountain View or whatever it's called?
So what I have is Vicky was locked up in an asylum where Tracy was working.
Hmm.
Tracy took an immediate interest in Larry and vowed to win him over with the help of her pal Stick, who was
Oh.
that other
Mm.
criminal.
Hmm.
I looked up Stick. I couldn't find shit on him. I think it's just like her sidekick,
Hmm.
and nothing more, I guess, because I can't find anything about him.
Gotcha. Okay.
I looked for a long time. So, if
Hmm.
anybody out there knows of Stick, who he is, tell us some more information. All right. So it starts out with Tina taunting Clint still about Vicky might be a Nikki and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Vicky talks to Dr. Polk. Um, she fooled him before, so he thinks she can fool him again. He's not really convinced that she's Vicky. Um, Josh gets to Cassie's to find Lisa and Bobby passed out on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they're both out of it. And then when they get to the hospital, I think he's awake, right? But she's still out.
Bobby's awake. She's in a
Yeah.
coma.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know who I'm talking about. I put basic questions, where she lives. She can't remember what Nikki did. I guess,
Vicky. I
oh,
guess that's
Vicky.
Vicky. Yeah, when Dr. Polk was talking to Vicky.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Sometimes my notes, I don't even understand. Like, what am I talking about? Um, she remembers, the last thing she remembers is seeing Clint and Tina together. Um, she tried to call him something like a gunshot, and she saw Clint bleeding.
Mhm.
That's all she really remembers of that. So I guess she wasn't quite Nikki yet, like yet, or I guess that's what happened to get her to be Nikki. I don't know. Asa checks in on Vicky. Wants Clint to help Vicky, like no matter what. He's like, do what you got to do. He like gives him a gun, like use this if you got. I'm like, Ace is hardcore.
He
Like
is.
Mm-hmm.
I remember him in later years, and I guess he is like, I guess he's kind of like Kate Roberts, like she'll do anything for her kids, like,
Hmm.
um, but Clint hears Vicky scream and busts in. Dr. Polk's, oh, he wants her to stay there, which is funny. Like, I feel like she was talking kind of loud, but all of a sudden he heard it, but whatever. The doors are thin at these offices, I guess. We have a little bit of Pam. What do you suggest that Pam stay in Malakeva? Is that how
Malakeva,
it's
yeah.
pronounced? Malakeva. I'll never get it. Um, Josh and Larry talk about Ramona's house, that there was a tape of I'll be seeing you on or something, or the tape was there or something like that. Ivan's fingerprints were there as well. Um, we don't know when that she was murdered though. I guess it was like before Christmas.
Laurel, 85. I know it was the year before.
So
Yeah.
probably before Christmas or maybe in between Christmas and New Year's. I don't know.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Um, brings up Tracy that she was an aide at Mountain View. Vicky says she will stay to prove that she is Vicky. She'll do what she has to do.
Hmm.
Because Clint wants to like take her home already and whatever. She's fine with it. Pam introduces Woody to Mia. I thought this was gonna be something because it was really strange. I'm
Yeah,
like,
that
is
was really strange.
Mm-hmm.
wasn't it? I'm like,
It
is
was.
he
She was like looking at him and then she runs off.
right? I'm like, is that his daughter or I don't know.
Or something had happened. Like,
Mm-hmm.
And we don't get too much more of that. I
we
think
really
they're in
don't.
like one other scene, and
Mm-hmm.
but this person seems to cut a lot of random things. Like it'll be like one little clip and then cut.
Hmm.
So we might not ever know.
Yeah, because there was something
Um,
later where like somebody was strangling somebody. I'm like, oh, I want to see
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. I remember that.
right. Tracy tells Larry she thought he'd be upset. She told him that she was an aide. I was confused about that. I guess because he didn't know she worked at Mountain View.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like there has to be more than just like her falling for this man for no, like I don't know, but like I said, I can't find anything. Did you look in your book, Angel?
My book got moved. Want me to get it?
No, no, no. I meant to do this. Well, I guess you know what though, like when a lot of things like I look up online, like it doesn't say certain things. Like there's a lot of 1986 like not talked about, which is
Well,
mainly the Tracy stuff.
I
Hmm.
noticed that too.
Me
I,
too.
Yeah,
I went onto the old Gina cities and found the summary of 86, and there was no mention of Ivan or Tracy. Like, just Tracy James became obsessed with Larry. That's all it really said.
I think Tracy's time is coming to an end, so she was probably only there a year.
Mm-hmm.
um, which is why I guess she's not really talked about. I did look up Tracy too. I forgot to mention. I didn't know if you guys did. I was wondering if she still acted. She was only in like five things, which I
Yeah.
think is so
What's the
bizarre because I'm
actress's
like,
name?
she's Kirsten Franzik.
Okay, she's
And
good.
she's a
Um,
psychologist now. I found her.
Oh,
she's
hey.
what?
Yeah,
Ironically enough.
she's a psychologist,
She
in
oh, a
California.
psychologist.
Huh? Yeah.
Oh, so I guess she was just doing this then while she was in school then. 'Cause she was only acting. I think her last thing was like 2001, and
Uh-huh.
it was
Mhm.
Sugar and Spice. I don't know if you guys seen that movie, but you need
Oh,
to. It's great.
yeah.
I think I've seen it now.
I haven't
I
seen it,
haven't
but I
watched
heard
it
a
in a
lot
long
about it.
time, but it's about like it's like cheerleaders that rob a store or a
Oh,
bank or
I know what you're
something.
talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think Marley Shelton might be in it, but I'm not 100% sure. I love that girl.
Oh, okay.
Well, woman now. But anyway, um, she says she got fired because she turned a doctor down who harassed her, which I guess that was the doctor that she was obsessed with last time. She has a thing for doctors. She has a type.
So this is a recurring theme with her.
Yeah.
And I just love that she's straight out psychopath. Like she'll get in your face. Like she don't
Mhm.
even care. Like it's just crazy to me.
Mhm.
Like she gets right in Cassie's face. Like I'm always thinking like, oh, she'll probably hide and listen, but she comes right out. She's like, oh, I'm here. I'm here,
That
girl.
was a
Whatever.
weird cut of scenes though in the beginning with Tracy because Cassie was confronting her, and then all of a sudden, Lisa and Bobby Blue are wheeled in, and she's like shocked to see Cassie.
Mm.
That was really weird.
Yeah. Well, because she thought she killed Cassie or tried
Right,
to.
exactly. But she already saw Cassie not too long before that, so it was really interesting.
Oh, really?
That's what I,
I
yeah,
guess it probably was like a different time of day or something.
yeah, maybe.
Um, but yeah, like these clips go so fast together. I guess because there's so many. What is it, 13th to the 20th? So it's probably like 5 episodes, maybe 6,
Mhm.
Yeah, because they don't count the
maybe a little
weekends in
more.
these.
Right. Tracy hears Cassie and Larry talking about her. Um, and then I have Mia. Oh, Mia is Pam's assistant,
Mhm.
which I didn't know she had an assistant,
Yeah.
Me neither.
or why she would need an assistant. She seems
Mhm.
fine. Is it rich people things? Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. Tracy's still upset.
It's up below my pay bracket, my tax
Mhm.
bracket.
Tracy's still upset with Cassie. She's like, why don't we just forgive and forget? Cassie's like, no, girl, like, you're crazy.
No.
Like, what are you talking about? That letter means something, and maybe Dr.
Mhm.
Polk will figure it out. Um, Cassie says she's going to Dr. Polk still, which she said the other day, but she didn't yet.
Mhm.
Tracy's like, all right, whatever. Bobby wakes. Oh, this is where he wakes up. He wasn't awake yet. He seems to panic a bit about Lisa. Tracy asks where Cassie is, like you said. Um, she seems like she's being concerned, but obviously she wants to know if she's dead.
Mhm.
Mhm. Right.
Hoping she's dead. Vicky has nightmares. That was a crazy kind of nightmare situation.
Yeah, it was.
Did you like that? It was like all the men
Like all
standing
the men
behind
in
her.
her life, and with that, like it looked like that they had like their heads were decapitated, but I know it was like they were wearing like black, and
Yeah, it was cool.
it was really cool.
Um, and I think she like I forget they say like Nikki Smith or something, and they're like Nikki Smith, Nikki Smith. Um, and she like wakes up and she panics about it. Mia says Woody looks like the soldier that took her dad away.
Yeah.
Mm,
I'm wondering if this is going to be a storyline for Woody. Hopefully we see it, and I don't know if it's his last storyline because I know he's not on for very long.
yeah.
Um, Vicky reviews everybody's birthdays and different dates and stuff that she should know because I guess she's nervous about like what he's gonna ask. Asa gives Clint a gun, or this is where that happens. Dorian walks in. She's like, I'm invisible, I see nothing. Dude, so when they did the little Asa Dorian thing in the thousands, I didn't know that they were together in the past, or I forgot. Like they might have talked about it. But
Hmm.
they're a really good couple back then. I really like them
I
together.
liked them a lot together.
But I
Yeah.
didn't like them in the thousands when it was happening. I
It
don't know
seemed
why.
weird in the thousands for sure. Yeah.
But they really click and I guess they're really good
Hmm.
chemistry.
Jordan was also with Clinton in '79, which I watched when Andrea Evans marathon. She was with Clint at the time.
Oh wow.
Yeah, isn't that
Yeah,
weird?
that was that around the time when when Clint and Vicky were first getting together? Because
It was
I
before they
saw a
got
little.
together. Yeah, it was
Yeah, I saw a
before.
little like it was like
That's
there's like an
fun.
Adrian Evans. No, it's not Adrian. Andrea Evans like tribute page.
Yeah.
That used to be another page on
Mhm.
YouTube, and they
Yeah.
have like this like Clint and
Right.
Vicky
Yeah.
Hmm.
super couple
Hmm.
rundown. So that's how
How
I got to watch that today.
how
Hmm.
long were Clinton and Dorian together? Do we know?
Well, as soon as he and Vicky got together, I think they broke up. So
Mhm.
yeah, 'cause
Oh,
Joe
so
passed
he
away
like,
in like 77. I want to say Joe Riley or 78. Her husband.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
So Vicky
When he had
broke
the
them
brain
up?
tumor.
I think so, or I think something to that effect.
Interesting.
Yeah. So Doreen's not that bad after all. She has a good reason to not like Vicky.
Right? I think she's excellent toward, I'm like, this is so weird to see her like this because I'm so used to
Mhm.
her like Vicky, 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 like being all nasty, but like
Yeah.
she like really cares what happens to Vicky. So it's really strange to see. It's like jarring almost.
Yeah.
Um, this Clint doesn't take the gun that Lisa offers. Cassie gets to the hospital, meets up with Bobby. Oh no, she just meets Bobby here. She's like, oh, it must be Bobby or whatever. And I'm like, oh, they don't know each other because I feel like I guess because Nikki's storyline was kind of like her own separate thing and only
Mhm.
involving Clint,
Yeah.
I'm guessing. Um, Tracy's lurking about. Dorian offers to get Tina back with Asa, like to get revenge on her.
Mhm.
Tina's already planning on moving in on to Landfair. Tracy listens to Cassie and Bobby. She comes out. That's what I mean. Like she don't stay long. She comes right out and gets in
Mhm.
their faces.
Hmm.
Um, Bobby thanks Josh, and Josh is kind of a dick, and he's like, "Oh, I didn't have a choice but to help you." I'm like, dude, I don't like Josh even a little
I don't
bit.
like Josh either.
I don't even know him that well, but I don't like him. Probably because I
Yeah.
really like
I feel
Bobby.
like
So
I wonder when Lawrence Fishburne played him if he was a whole different character and they just changed it up to like
you
for
Yeah,
this
never
story.
know.
Yeah.
he's a dick. He's not very nice.
Yeah, he
No,
really
he's
isn't
a
that
dick.
nice.
And I guess I get it because Bobby supposedly comes from the wrong side of the tracks, so
Mhm.
maybe
And
they
I think
know
I
the.
like Bobby.
I like Bobby too. I think he should. I think that Josh thinks he should be with Lisa, and he doesn't understand why she wants to be with Bobby.
Mhm.
Yeah, I wonder
Because
if
Claire
they were.
Underwood, yeah.
I
Mm-hmm.
wonder if Josh and Lisa were together before,
Or yeah, I'm
maybe,
not sure. Yeah.
but I'm not sure because again, I couldn't find that much
Now
info
was
on them either.
the father, was that Lisa's father that was yelling and ranting in outside the hospital?
Yeah, what was his name? I think I got it. It was like weird.
Yeah, it was a weird name.
I have it down the line. Um, so anyway, Tina gives an interview talking about Nikki's still around and it's not, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And this Miss Gibson, whoever she is, I guess the interviewer,
Mm-hmm.
doesn't believe her and just kind of like leaves. She's like, "You're full of shit. Like, whatever, leave."
Stop
Just
wasting my
leaves.
time.
At least she sees through her phoniness because, like, you know how
Mhm.
Tina does that phony
Hmm. Yeah.
talk.
Yeah.
I guess it makes sense because she's interviewed enough people. And actually, she's probably a more legit paper because I guess if it was a tabloid, they'd be like, "Ooh, tell me everything."
Yeah.
But she seems legit. Cassie looks into who brought the flowers. Apparently, what's her name? Tracy brought the flowers to cover up the gas smell. I'm like, would that really cover up a gas smell? Like a lot of flowers? I don't know, but I don't think it would. I think I'd
I
still
don't think
smell
so
gas.
either.
Hmm.
But maybe it would just like maybe she just thinks it'll like counteract or something, and
Hmm.
just won't smell. I don't know what she's thinking.
Yeah.
She's a psycho, so I don't think we don't know what psychos
It's not thinking properly. It's a psycho.
do. Gotta think like a psycho. Um, Cassie sends the letter to Dr. Polk.
Hmm.
His secretary reads it to him. He says, put it in Tracy's file. She gets the file. He puts it in his desk, locks it up. Tracy comes in, I guess when he steps out for a minute. And she's like trying to like, she's like, oh man, these are locked. I don't know why she even was like worried about it being locked because she picked it. So I
Hmm.
was like, oh, no biggie. I can get it. Like, whatever. Um, Dorian shows up at Tina's. And I didn't realize that Dorian had like a show or a station. Did you get
Station.
that?
Yes.
Okay, she has a
WBLE.
station.
Yeah. I kind of remember that.
Um, yeah, and then she orders tea. I guess
T.
they have tea time.
Tea and crumpets or something, or tea and something.
Bobby sits by Lisa's side. He's like, wake up, wake up. She wakes up screaming and
Mm-hmm.
panicking. Oops. Um, Tracy finds, oh, geez. I think I fell asleep during some of the watching
Oh no.
Random Time. Tracy finds, I don't know what it says. Something to hide.
Some place to hide?
Hmm, maybe.
Because I know she was like
Oh yeah,
somewhere.
because Vicky comes in.
Yeah, Vicky.
This is
Vicky.
when
Yeah,
Vicky
yeah,
comes
Vicky
in.
Right,
comes
she
in.
hides in the back behind like the filing
The
cabinet.
file cabinet.
Behind the
Yeah.
filing cabinet.
Mm-hmm.
Dorian threatens Tina with the power of Buchanan's. Um, I guess
I
that's all
love
you
them
can really.
together. They're so good together.
Me too. Which one? Tina
Dorian
and
and Tina.
Dorian? Me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, they're so good.
Asa is planning an escape for Clint and Vicky if they need it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Dr. Pope questions Vicky on what memories she has. He finds the door is unlocked. He's like, "That's weird. I swear I locked that." He asks
Mm-hmm.
about Tracy. Um, he mentions like her name, full name, Tracy James. She doesn't remember. She's like trying to think, like, should I remember this name? Like, I just
Mm-hmm.
don't. And he's like, only Nikki would know that. So, like, you're Vicky. She's so overjoyed and happy. Everybody's happy. Clint's happy.
Mhm.
Um, but he does not sign that paper, right? Did he
Oh,
sign it yet?
Not yet.
He didn't
not
sign it
yet.
yet. The paper to release her from the sanitarium.
One life to live will continue in a moment.
Oh, he mentions the song, whatever it was. I'll be seeing you. Is that
I'll
the
be
Yeah,
song?
I'll
seeing
be
you.
seeing you.
Yeah.
While Tracy is there, so she's overhearing everything. Vicky asks if Clint would have taken her by force. Um, he says, "Oh yeah," he says that he has no life without her. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
um, meanwhile, they sedate Lisa. She only remembers being in Bobby's arms. She doesn't remember anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Tracy comes out from behind the file cabinet. She's like, I'm here. Asa brings Kevin and Joey home.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they're number two after the babies. You got to keep track of Kevin and
Gotta
Joey.
keep track of the Kevin and Joey's.
Yeah. There's a
There's,
lot of them.
there's many more to come. Um, Lisa's dad gets there. He acts a fool till Bobby leaves. He's like, get him
Mhm.
out of there. She's gonna be with my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
Mhm.
Dr. Polk goes off on Tracy a bit. They discuss the letter. She basically says that Cassie's sick in the head. She says like I think she says she has mental illness issues or whatever. Um, and then I put, is Tracy in love with all her docs? Like, because I think she likes this
Yeah,
guy at one point too.
she's got some
Yeah.
issues.
She has a doctor fetish. Um, the boys made Vicky a Valentine card that was cute because it is around Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What?
Asa apologizes to Clint. Lisa's dad calls Bobby out about his gang and stuff. Meh, meh, meh. Um, Josh, Josh and Bobby talk it out. I guess they get to a new understanding. I don't really know.
Yeah.
He seems a little bit nicer for some reason. Um, Tracy fakes taking a pill that Dr. Pope gives her. And was saying that she felt rejected. She has feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Um, she wants her letter to Dr. Polk. He brings up the song. She tries to leave. He asked if she killed everybody right in her face. And I was like, I was surprised by that because I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
think you're supposed to do that, but okay. He's like, did you kill Ramona? Did you kill Laurel? Blah blah blah. Asa apologizes to Vicky. Apparently, Nikki sold the banner and Asa bought it.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, we'll work it out later. I'll give it back to you, whatever.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Because Asa's a good dude sometimes.
Yeah.
Um, Tracy says she killed no one, and it's all Cassie's fault. I love it. I always love because that's like one of the things I always say, like deny, 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 and always have someone else to blame
Mhm.
if you're going to do it right. Um, Doctor and Tracy's very much like that. I like it.
Mhm.
Dr. Polk says he will call the police. She admits that she killed everyone. She doesn't know why. She didn't mean to kill Laurel.
Mhm.
Um, Doctor and oh, Dr. Polk like tries to call the police or whatever, and for some reason he can't get through to 911, which is really
Yeah,
weird.
that's what I was. I was like, wait a minute.
He said 9/11 too, which was really
He said
funny.
9/11. Like, what's 9/11?
Right.
It's 9/11. That hasn't happened yet. No.
No, no.
And then what happens to poor Dr. Polk?
Gets stabbed with a letter opener.
That was a letter opener.
I
So
knew it was going to be a
was her
letter
hands
opener.
gloved at that point?
I don't know. Does she have a glove on? I didn't even notice.
I don't
I
think
didn't notice
so.
that either, because I have a lot of questions about what happens later. So
Yeah. Well, she might have wiped it clean.
Yeah, she might have.
Clint's fingerprints were on it, so
that's what I was. That's the one
Yeah.
question I had. How would?
hmm
I don't know. Because I feel like she doesn't usually premeditate things. I feel like she just does things on a whim.
Yeah, I feel like
Although
she
she
does.
did with Cassie, she did premeditate that one,
Yeah.
I guess. Um, so Tina's lawyer warns her about stuff. Tina claims to be upset that Vicky is going to the sanitarium, and he's like,
Mhm.
"Whatever, lady, you're such an actress." Um, Tracy takes her file and leaves. She forges the paper to commit Vicky. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if she was trying to frame Vicky or Clint for the
I'm
murder.
trying to frame Clint.
Yeah, it seems like
She's
she's
trying
trying
to
to
frame.
frame Clint or both, but it
So
winds up being Clint.
I'm guessing she went with Clint's letter opener somehow then. But how would she have gotten it?
Did Clint touch the letter opener when he was in the office? That's what I
That's
was
what I'm
wondering.
wondering too.
I
I
didn't
don't
see
think
that,
he.
but
Why would he? You know what I
no
mean?
reason to.
I'm trying to think of like when he went off on Dr. Polk, like if he picked it up for them, but I don't think he would do that because that's threatening, and I
Or he
don't think
just put
Clint
his
would do
hand
that.
on it by accident, maybe when he was talking to him.
Hmm.
Maybe we'll see like a flashback or something of how it was
Hmm.
done.
Yeah.
Um, Tina and
Hopefully.
Steve, Tina and Steve, right? Tina and Steve go to Dr. Polk's office and find him dead.
hmm
Shit. Um,
And Tina immediately assumes Nikki killed him. Which is, and I'm like, have some
That's
faith in your
well,
sister.
does she think Nikki did it? Because I thought she thought that I thought she thought that Clint did it, but maybe I think they were just talking about everything
I
because I
think
know
she said
Steve
Nikki
thinks
first, and then she said Clint. Like after that.
yeah, because she was saying
Yeah.
Clint and then Steve was saying Nikki, so they have like
Mhm.
this whole conversation on who did it. I'm like, why don't you report it? Like, what are you
Why
doing?
you call
Yeah.
9/11?
They're just talking about who did it. I'm like, this is weird. Um, Lisa and Josh talk about her dad. He seems to like come on to her a bit. Like, I don't know, because he still likes her, I guess. Um, Tracy comes back to work. I guess she needed an alibi, so she has to make sure she's seen by everybody. Um, Vicky and Clint are on the way to a dinosaur exhibit in Vermont,
Yeah.
with the kitties. And I
Mhm.
have the Heart song "These Dreams" was playing.
hmm
Love that song. But it's nice to hear regular music. And nobody has sang at that club. I wonder if the club's around anymore now that Nikki's gone. Like,
Yeah. Wait a minute. The
hmm
club.
I wonder if it's gone.
The clubs just aren't happening right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Um,
No musical guests either.
Mm.
Tina seems disturbed. She thinks it's Clint. Tracy says that she is shocked. Cassie tells Lisa she thinks someone wants her dead, which is true.
Hmm.
hmm
Tina says she is moving into Landfair by tonight. Asa and Dorian are concerned Nikki may be back with Dr.
Hmm.
Polk being killed. Detective Ed, I was Captain Ed, is trying to find Clint and Vicky. I feel like there might have been some random scenes missing because I feel like everything was just like really quick.
Well, there was that one scuffle, whatever that was, in the hospital. We missed that. They cut it out.
Yeah.
Which scuffle?
There was like it was like on for like a split second, and then it.
Split second. Yeah.
Yeah, someone was
Hmm.
fighting. in the
Now it looked
hospital.
like it was. It looked like it was Larry, but I can't see
I
because he was
couldn't
like
feel it.
choking
I couldn't
somebody.
see it at all.
It looked like it was Larry to me because I rewound it back and just to see who it was, if
Hmm.
I could make it out who it was. But it looked like Larry, but I'm not 100% sure if it was Larry.
Who
Yeah.
would he be fighting?
Yeah,
Because he was
I
Wow.
in
don't even
scenes
know.
with Clint and Vicky.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Um, so Pete and Stella are on. It's Stella, right?
Yeah.
I
Hmm.
forgot
Sherry.
about
Sherry.
them. Sherry, my God, why
About
do I call
them,
her
yeah.
Stella? She will never be. The other girl, Stella, the one that likes Bobby.
Right.
Hmm.
So Sherry and Peter are on only for like 5 minutes or less.
Hmm.
Apparently she got a call mentioning Gloria,
Yeah.
who is his
She's
dead,
horrible.
who's his dead wife, I
Right.
think.
He is. She is. Yes.
So is she just a gold digger? Because like at one point she like put a fur on and she's like makes that face like.
She's running a prostitution ring, Sherry, and is running
Oh,
it as a escort service.
And
oh,
does Pete not know this?
Pete doesn't know, and she's working with whoever is after Pete. I know that much.
Hmm.
Yeah, and she does. They don't want Pete to testify because he knows something.
Oh right. See, I forgot
Yeah,
about that story because it's been so long. We've only had
it's
like
been a
these two
few weeks.
storylines.
hmm,
Right. Um, Clint and Vicky, but Clint and Vicky pawn the kids off to some random person when they get there to play arcade games with for some alone time. They also checked in under different names. I guess he was planning on like
Hmm.
checking in under aliases, so
and
they
they
did it
left Kevin
anyway.
Joe with complete stranger, which I thought was weird.
Right.
I was like, you just leave your kids with the caregiver of the hotel, really?
Right, that's what I said. I'm like they pawned the
Hmm.
kids off on some stranger.
Right?
Yeah.
Um, Cassie tells Tracy about Dr. Polk dying. Tracy like rubs it in her face. She's like, "Oh, so I guess you can't talk to him anymore, huh?" I'm like, I don't know how people aren't like onto her, like, 'cause she, I don't know, but maybe because I don't know, maybe because we know she's a killer. So,
Mm,
Josh comes by. She puts on an act for him. She's like, "Oh, I'm just coming back to work, whatever." Lisa's doing better and might get out today, which is
Hmm.
nice. That was quick. I guess she was there overnight. I don't really know what the timeline is here. Um, Pete has a flashback of saying that Gloria was dead. Some guy was saying it. Tracy tries to get info out of Lisa about the apartment and that she's concerned about Cassie.
Hmm.
Oh, Cassie's mental health. This is where that's where she said that.
just
Yeah.
Cassie crazy.
Um,
Cassie crazy. She's not.
yeah. Um, Pete testifies he's in trouble. The caller, oh, if Pete testifies that he's in trouble, if that's what the caller supposedly said, and
Mhm.
that's when she makes that face in the fur. So I guess
Hmm.
she's just saying threatening things so he won't testify, I guess.
Right.
Um, Larry, Dorian, and Asa try to figure stuff out. Asa says he thinks it's Tina that killed Dr. Polk. Dorian's like, nah, it's not her.
Hmm.
Mhm.
We find out Clint's fingerprints were on the letter opener. A dude at the arcade overhears on the radio about the death. Does he? I guess he gets involved. Like he I guess does he report? I don't know. I feel like we're missing some things here.
Yeah, I
he,
think
he
we
must
are.
have reported them because the police from Landview come and get them.
Right,
Yeah,
like they're like
Yeah.
right
which
there, and I'm
beautiful
like,
location shots of that too.
Yeah.
yeah, I
Is
wonder where that
Rafe
was.
comes and get him, right? Rafe and what's
Ed,
Yeah, Rafe
Ed
and
Hall,
Ed.
yeah.
Yeah. Um, Tina, well, says she's moving it. She's in Landfair now.
mhm.
Oh, the guy's name was Harren. Was the dad.
O'Hara.
Um,
Okay.
if Harren calls Dorian about Tina. Oh no, Harren is the butler.
The
I'm so sorry.
butler. Who
O'Hara.
I love.
He
He's
calls.
hilarious.
um, he wants to quit, and Tina's like, "Well, we'll pay you double the salary," and he's like, "No, I don't care, lady, I'm out."
Mm-hmm.
Um, she feels
I
that
think the
she
whole
has the
staff
right
wants
to
to
move in.
quit too.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Dorian and Asa go to Landfair and basically threaten Tina. I love that Dorian said Tina couldn't run a playground.
She also said, "Are you moving in as the maid?" Which is also one of my favorite things she said.
So what is it?
She's like, "Oh, you're moving," and Tina's. She says to Tina, "You're moving in."
Oh,
She's like, "As the maid."
yeah. As soon as she gets there,
Yeah.
I like that too.
Mhm.
Steve and Asa go at it a little bit. Um, the staff all quit. Asa wonder. See, yeah, we did miss something else out here too, because I did make a note of it. Asa wonders why Clint and Vicky aren't coming home. He's like, aren't they seeing TV anywhere, radio, like nothing? Dorian's
Mm-hmm.
like, dude, they just got out of the situation. I'm sure they're not sitting around watching TV. Like they're probably just
Mhm.
bonding and whatever. Um, the cops find Vicky and Clint. Uh, I guess so. Tina is like trying to call to get like new security and like help or whatever right away because apparently two guys came by and threatened her,
Oh
which we
wow,
did not see.
we didn't see that. Yeah.
No, I didn't even see
But
that.
they mentioned it though, because she's like, 'cause they said something about them locking them in the cellar, and I'm like, what the hell are they talking about? So I
Who in the
guess,
cellar?
huh?
Who in the cellar? Who are they saying?
They said that they locked two people in the cellar. That's why she was trying to get security or something, because everybody had quit.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
So I
Okay.
guess it happened, and they cut it. Whoever recorded these cut it. I'm
Hmm.
guessing that's what she said. They're locked in the cellar.
I wonder who's
Um,
locked in the cellar. Interesting.
I'm guessing it's well, I guess either people that wanted to break in the land fair because I guess
Um,
it's nighttime, so either that
yeah,
or people that want to get the scoop about Vicky Nikki, it could be any of
right.
them,
Mhm.
these people. Because I know, like, I just remember her saying, like, "Oh, I gotta get staff on now because, like, I don't want to be in this house alone after that happened."
Right, right, right. Mm-hmm.
Um, Clint gets arrested. Asa wants to go on TV. I guess he doesn't know about it at that point because he wants to go on TV now. Um, I
Wait,
guess just as
he doesn't know about what?
he doesn't know that Clint was found and arrested because he wants to go on
Oh,
TV
right,
after
right,
that.
right. Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to use Dorian Station or whatever, and she's like, "Well, I can get you on later." He's like, "I
Mhm.
want to like now." And she's like, "Dude, it doesn't work like that. Like, get it together." Um, uh, Oh, a dude comes to tell. I didn't know who's the. Oh, is it Rafe, the guy that tells that Asa was or Clint was found?
Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Asa blames Tina for everything. Always has something to blame or
Mhm.
someone to blame.
Yep.
Asa calls Pete for help because he's a lawyer, and I guess he's his lawyer. Woody comes back, and Asa fills him in on everything, and that's all I got. That's
Mm-hmm.
how it ended there.
Okay.
So what did y'all think? It was exciting.
It
It
was
was exciting.
it was the best one we've watched so far, I think.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, Tracy makes
Really
me
good.
nervous as shit.
Mhm.
She's a good psycho.
She
I
really
wonder.
is.
She's a good.
I'm guessing she just wanted to leave. Maybe she, like you said, she's a psychiatrist now. Because yeah, I had Googled her too, but and like I saw that the psychiatrist come up, but I was like, oh, it can't be her. So I looked right
Her.
past, that's so funny. But it makes sense because
Yeah.
she hasn't been in anything since 2001.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm reading the Soap Opera Digest recap from that week, and it says that what we missed was, hold on, where was it?
Where'd it go?
Joy and Chip were in hiding, and
Oh.
he told them to go into hiding because he threatened whoever was on the phone threatened his daughters, Joy and Connie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
so we
forgot
missed
about that.
that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I guess this person doesn't like that storyline.
Yeah, I guess not.
Because we got none of it. I
Mm-mm.
forgot about them. Yeah, like they must have been on random.
Mm-hmm.
That's so funny. Yeah, because back then these episodes were probably about 43 minutes each.
Mm-hmm.
Um, as there weren't as many commercial breaks back then as there is now. Now it's like 35 minutes if you're lucky.
Yeah.
And I think Bold and the Beautiful is like 17 minutes, which is insane.
That's really short. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but these damn commercial breaks, man, it's crazy. Um, so yeah, I'm interested to see where it's going. I guess we won't have all the storylines.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Bo is gone.
I think he's gone
All right.
for
But
now.
DB comes back. I know that. So
He does come
Oh
back, yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah.
know
next
he
year,
winds up on Days of Our Lives. Robert S. Woods does, but
In
probably
86?
on at this point.
I think I think in
Yeah.
Okay.
'86 or '80. No, yeah, it'd be '86. A little
Well, he's
later in
on in
'86.
87. I remember watching some episodes. He's on in 87. So
Oh, on Days,
no, on One Life to Live.
One Life. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
So he probably went there. Maybe he went to LA for a short time. Who knows?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, that's all I got.
I
Anything
want to
else you got
say
for me,
that
Jen?
like when Vicky was in the psychiatric hospital, Erica Slazak, when she was screaming and crying, that broke my heart. When Vicky was screaming and crying, that
Mhm.
really broke
Yeah,
my heart.
She,
The
yeah,
nurse was like, "Oh, you'll get used to it." I'm like, "No, no,
right?
she's a rich woman. She should have been put in like a better psychiatric hospital." But whatever, broke my heart.
Or or Martha Stewart jail.
Yeah, Martha Stewart jail.
Um, yeah, I'm excited to see what's gonna happen. I did find a spoiler alert. I won't say it, but
Mm-hmm.
that's what happens when you deep dive sometimes. I was like, damn it. So I'm unhappy with that.
Yeah, the reason why,
Which is
that I knew that Marcus was going to die was that I spoiled myself in reading the book. So
who?
Marcus Polk,
you knew he was gonna die.
I knew he
Oh,
was going to die this week
Yeah.
because I read it in the book.
I had
oh,
a feeling he was gonna die. It was.
Yeah, I was like dead. I was like dead psychiatrist walking,
yeah.
man walking.
I wasn't sure because I just don't know. I guess Tracy, like, again, she stabbed him, so why wouldn't she kill Cassie, like, straight on, you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
And I felt like she had multiple times to kill him
Mhm.
during that scene because he would, like, walk away and walk back. And I'm like, she gonna kill him now? And then she, like, had a breakdown. I'm like, is she being real? Like, I don't know.
Mhm.
She's a flat out psychopath, I guess. I don't know. Because then she was like, "Oh, I got my file." Like, so I guess she was faking all of
Yeah,
that. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Psychopaths are hard to read, I guess.
Mhm.
All right. Well, I'll wrap it up if you guys have nothing else to say.
nope.
No.
Thanks for joining us this week on Queers and Soaps. Follow us on all the socials. Subscribe, like, and comment. We would love to know, have you been watching One Life to Live since 1986? Have you seen it before that? Have you watched till it ended? Give us some comments. Um, and join us next time. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night. Thank
Bye.
you.